Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of season 3 of Empower Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Michael Abney, and I'm joined today by
Marilyn Egan.
And
I'm so excited that we're here today. This is episode number 3, and we have a very special guest with us, Stacy Oliver.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I'm so excited about this.
I'm honored.
So we had reached out to our network when we started this series because we're interviewing people this time. Maybe not necessarily know the whole ballpark about what's going on in your world, but we all see each other on social media and see like little flicks of what's happening. And I know that you're the owner or founder of a magazine here in town.
Founder of Yoga and Spa Magazine, which I sold a couple years ago and is now being run by Marguerite Streiler, the perfect, I found the perfect person to take over. And so she's gearing up for the annual Living Fit Expo at Plaza Frontenac, which is a huge health fair with, lots of vendors. 3,000 women attend every year. So it's the 11th year.
So what got you into that? Like, how did that begin?
That began from the death of my first husband. I was 29 years old. He was 34. He died of leukemia. And I just had never been impacted by cancer. And so going through that process at the hospitals and then he died very quickly, a year and a half, which is very textbook. So, of course, I was trying to save him or, our little family. We had a baby and I got into holistic healing. I took healing touch classes and I was getting massage myself and acupuncture. He was not interested in any of it. But I did it and, as a caregiver, that really sustained me. And so about 6 months after his passing, for the first time ever, I sat in actual meditation. I'd heard about it. I'd heard about it, but I actually sat in my living room in the lotus position with no music on or anything. I sat in silence. And I heard a voice that said, publish a holistic healthcare magazine. And this is key. This is so important. My first thought was I opened my eyes and I thought, oh my God, I would be great at that. And, because a lot of times the first thought is, oh my God, how am I going to do that? I have no experience. But I do believe my first thought, was my first thought because I had been praying for about a year I was in real estate for 12 years, which was a phenomenal career for me. But I was praying for something more spiritual. So, and it was a Marianne Williamson prayer, I will say, in her book, from her book, A Return to Love. So if you're struggling with work issues, there's just a powerful prayer in there to, shift your energy to, have what you're meant to do come to you. So
We have another thing in common. I'm in real estate too.
Oh, now you are right.
Yes. So I decided that I was going to bring all of me into real estate.
Beautiful.
Because I had the same thing. Like, how can you be a spiritual, energetic person in the world of,
yes,
all the numbers and the competition and all of that, those illusions.
So that year I was saying the prayer, my clientele shifted.
Mine is too.
They became more spiritually like-minded people.
Yes.
And one of them slid a CD across the table to me. And this is must have been 1997. And guess what the CD was? The Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks. The woman said, she said, this is, and back then I'm like 20 something years old or, 28 years old. She said, this is how I just bought this big house in Webster Groves, Missouri, and I'm like,
You're kidding
okay.
me.
No. And I put
That's the first time you'd heard of Abraham Hicks?
Yes. Cause
God.
I hadn't really had a spiritual awakening at all, but
What
I
year was
started
this?
listening to that tape in 97. So
I was 96.
Yeah.
So, my husband died October 98, and and so then I had the voice and meditation.
Well, Abraham is everything. Like, it's every day of my life. I hear Abraham now
Yeah, me too.
And it's just the most amazing feeling to walk around and have that knowing that something that you used to listen to 20 years ago on a cassette tape. I mean, these come on
Yes.
cassette tapes. They mailed them to you once a week, and somehow we're here now. And I'm actually on probably 5 of the little things that are out there from being called to the hot seat when I go see and visit them.
Yeah, and look how much we've all created
Oh my God, yes.
with these years of, and the impact we've had on society, really. That magazine, I did publish the magazine, and I printed 1 million copies
Yes,
in
and-
my career.
And that's how I met you.
Right.
I wrote for you for 4 or 5 years.
You were a long time a
Yeah.
writer in the magazine. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, the connections are so powerful.
They are, and how they keep looping,
Around.
over and over and over again, but always to the next level, like a
Yes.
level up.
Like a spiral.
Yeah.
It just spirals up continually.
But now I'm like at the point where I used to do the same thing. I used to slide CDs and information over to people, or say now I can just go to YouTube and just start watching on YouTube because it's all free. And it's insane the amount of people that come back to me because I'll forget that I told somebody. Like you
Yes.
we were at an event earlier today and somebody brought up Chris Keller, right?
Yes.
Because Chris Keller used to be one of my clients.
I love Chris Keller.
And I told her about
We love you,
Abraham.
Chris Keller.
We do. I love her so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I shared Abraham with her, and it evolves. And it's just like you don't realize how many people or how that spreads. Those 2 people, what they did on the planet.
And
When we
listen
look
to
back
this
one
story.
day, when we look back one day, and everything becomes known, Abraham coming through Jerry Nestor
Yeah.
is going to be.
This is going to blow your minds. Chris Keller announced we met at a friend's 40th birthday party, and the friend introduced me, and Chris says, "Oh my God, you published that magazine. That magazine saved my life." And she told the story how she'd been ill for 5 years, and she found and just couldn't figure out what was going on, and found a doctor from the magazine that totally
that's incredible.
change your life. So, and what nobody knows is that I was really considering giving up. I was so burned out. And I mean, it brought tears to my eyes and other people she was sharing the story with. And I was like, okay, this is why I do this. This is why I pull all-nighters. This is why, this is why I do it. And, it kept me going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get you to the next place. But don't you find now that, and I know we haven't even introduced our subject for today because we just flew right into it, which is amazing.
Yes.
So if you're wondering what we're talking about today, we're talking about a subject that when did you first get into this, before we even say what it is? How long have you been
Well,
hooked by this? Or
I was introduced to it in maybe 2013
2013.
on
So
a
recently.
resort spa trip, which I was sent out with the magazine to do a lot.
Okay.
So that was 12, and then but the powerful impact and how my new mission with it that we're not we're leading you
Go
in
ahead. Tell them
holding
exactly
Yes.
what we're
you in
talking about.
suspense.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the Akashic Records,
Yeah.
Yay.
what they are, how to use them. And so I sold the magazine in 2016. Yeah, 2016. And I thought, I'm going to be a coach. Marilyn, I had a little room at your office
Yes, you
for
did.
a while.
Yeah.
I was coaching clients and nobody would do their homework. I was so frustrated. I'm like, you're paying me all this money and you
They
just
won't
come
do
back
it.
week to week. It's like,
Yes.
I understand they just wanted to be with me and be supported, but I don't know, it just wasn't resonating. And then, so I let it go, and I was going to spend a week at a couple weeks at our cabin over the holidays, and people were coming and going, and I thought, oh, I need a book to read. And the book, Linda Howe's book, jumped off the shelf, How to Read Your Akashic Records. And I was like, oh, I'd had a couple readings. So my
Me too.
husband and I had a a couples reading that was very powerful. It was like we could only speak truth in the room. And I was like, whoa. I felt a vortex in the room with this Akashic record reader, Grace Lindsay, actually, who ended up marrying us years later. So many connections. So anyway, I didn't read the book at the cabin, but right after the new year, that was 2017, I picked it up and could not put it down. And I like put my life on hold and read it in 24 hours. And at one point, I'm in a hot bath reading it. And she said in the book, she said, if you have read this book this far, you are meant. You're being called by the Lords of the Akashic Records, and you're meant to read the Akashic Records. And I knew in the depth of my soul, just like when I heard the voice that said, publish a holistic healthcare magazine, tears started coming down my face. I knew that's what I was meant to do next, was read the Akashic Records. And not only read the records, but teach people how to read their own Akashic records.
I
And
love that.
connect with the Akasha energy, basically. So it's a dimension of light that we can all access at any time, anywhere.
And it's so empowering
Yes.
for people to know that they can read their own.
Yeah.
Because most people don't think that. They are really dependent on others, and that's not what's going on right now in
No,
these
and
times.
that's fine. We're as healers, and Marilyn, I come to you for
Yes.
support to sustain me in carrying my message. And of course, I am happy to do a reading for people. But really, what I do in those readings, we're really connecting them with the Akasha energy, and we're going in together. So, two people, and then I do workshops where there's, a group of 40, and we're going into the records. Those are very mind-blowing. Because we're opening that dimension of light together.
Yes, that
when
group is powerful. The group energy, the
Yeah.
energy community, and pulling that out together. But everyone there feeling empowered to do it on their own is fabulous too. So thank you for that.
That's why we're doing this
great.
podcast. And
Right.
It's called
so
Empowered.
back to Abraham Hicks. I was because I'm listening to the Vortex for how many years is that? How many years. And I'm like, into the Vortex. And it definitely helped me manifest a lot with the magazine and really shift my energy from any fear to joy, quite often. And then as soon as we make that shift, we have the breakthroughs. So, then I'm like, well, what's the difference between the Vortex and the Akashic Records and the field of infinite possibilities, where we go with transcendental meditation, and where Marilyn goes in her sessions but there are differences. So I've come to believe that there are infinite dimensions of light. And so one of the basic differences is the Vortex is called the Vortex. The Akashic Records is called the Akashic Records. My name is Stacy Oliver. It all has a vibrational energy. Names have a vibrational energy. Everything has a different vibrational essence, an essence. So that's where I'm at with what's the difference. And one is not any more powerful than any of the other ones.
It's like a radio station, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's
The frequencies.
frequencies.
Yeah.
It's the same radio that we're all dialing into, but somebody
Right.
could be tuned to 107.7, and that might be really great, but yours is over here at 106.5 or something like that. So it's the
Exactly.
same tuner, but we can adjust that wherever we...
And there's somebody out there, maybe they're listening, that actually knows the different frequencies.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
because
Well,
they're measurable now.
Yes.
Scientists, physicists are measuring them. The frequency of love is 500.
28?
Oh, thank you. 528. Yes.
Well,
Deepak Chopra sells the love tuner at the Chopra Center that I brought home.
Yeah.
As soon as you started talking about, like, when you started activating your passion for this subject, this ear started ringing so loud, I almost like fell out my chair. So your vibration just went through the roof when you started talking about that.
That's very interesting because, they do certain things you do start hearing. I at the workshops, and even now, I can hear the ringing. So
Yeah.
it's a frequency.
So, as people are listening right now, they realize that this is a dimension of light, and there are different dimensions of light. But can you give us more specific definition or example of
I'll
what the
share
Akash
my
really is?
experience and also what I've read. So, a great book to read is Linda Howe, Howe, How to Read Your Akashic Records. That is truly, this is where science meets spirituality. So, Linda's book is a very beautiful spiritual explanation, which is that the Akashic energy holds our soul's blueprint. So we can connect with past life, current, and all future infinite possibilities for our soul's evolution, our soul's experience. So one of the most popular questions that I get is, and what came to me after the umpteenth question of, when is my soulmate coming?
Yes.
As soon as you love yourself.
When is my fortune, money coming? When you hear. It's not when can be now.
Yeah.
Immediately. It's how and what. How can I attract my soulmate? What do I need to do to attract my soulmate or money or the perfect career, or my divine purpose? It's really the question to ask when you're in the Akashic Records is how, because the when can be immediate. Mm-hmm. The when is now. We are instantly manifesting constantly all the time, whether we know it or not. So it's, subconsciously or consciously. It's way better to consciously create.
Yes, it is.
Clean up our subconscious. So my first experience when I read the entire book and I started practicing, and Linda Howe suggests there's a pathway prayer. Edgar Casey was going into the Akashic Records when he was channeling. Rudolf Steiner he created the whole Waldorf school and Anthroposophic, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, society with the Akashic Records. So they had different ways of entering pathway prayers. So Linda has a very simple pathway prayer. And so I started going into it as she suggested every day for 30 days. Immediately, the first thing I noticed was a higher inner confidence, which everyone sees me as very confident. I'm out there on the stage with the microphone, TV, radio all the time. I'm an extrovert. That's easy. But there was just this, I was very aware of this heightened inner confidence. So that was really beautiful. And then, so I started practicing with people that were willing to have me enter their Akashic Records. It's very intimate. It's very intimate, as you know, when you do your practices. It's very intimate. So, and it was very powerful. So basically, I'm just channeling their Akashic Records for them, with them. Mm-hmm. So
beautiful.
I'm ready. Can we do this?
Do you want a mini reading?
I would love it as an example of for the listeners that are listening, example of what it is, and then I think that would be a really great bridge to show people how they can start to do this, because your passion is like empowering people that they can do this.
My
for
new
themselves.
mission is to teach people to open their own Akashic Records and to meditate in the Akasha energy, which I skipped over the scientific aspect. So another book is Dr. I'm saying this wrong. It's not Ernest Laszlo. He was in The Secret.
Yes.
Dr. Laszlo. And he has a newer book out explaining scientifically through physics what the Akashic Records are. So that it is measurable. So that's a beautiful book to read too. And it was a little heady scientific for me, but I did read it and I was like, okay, it was just more validation for me. Mm-hmm. But people that are really more science and math will love his book.
Right.
Because it explains it scientifically, mathematically. So
Yeah, I'm open.
Yeah, me too.
Any questions about that?
No, I've got.
Oh, we don't have callers.
we don't have callers, but they do leave us messages and
Yes,
reach
they
out.
do.
Oh, great.
But I've had maybe 2 that I can recall, maybe 3. But when I'm talking to you, I can completely see myself because I never really connected to it. I never
Right,
really.
because we're like, what is this?
What is
What are we
this?
doing here? We're just
But
going to
now when
another
you're-
intuitive healer, right?
When you're talking,
It
yes.
just felt like
But my energy was that person is the only person that has access to it. So
Right, no, me
unless
too,
I can
I
see
didn't know.
myself, now I know that if I can't see myself doing that or having the permission or ability
Right.
to do that, then it would have made total sense. So that's why it's been something that I know about, but I don't know anything about.
Well, this is The Secret. So the movie The Secret, I don't know about anybody else out there, but I was very vague to me. I mean, I got it, but it's pretty vague.
Which
They're talking
version?
about this secret. Oh, okay. I don't know.
There's 2.
Yes.
I gave mine away. I actually had
Actually,
a copy with Abraham in it.
Esther and Jerry have
Yeah.
one out. It's on YouTube for free. It's called The Secret Behind the Secret.
Secret.
Oh, okay,
And
great.
it's
I
a
haven't
separate
watched
one.
that.
It's because when
It's
they pulled Esther
excellent.
out of it, the first version, there's only 100,000 copies of the original.
Right, and
one.
I gave mine away.
Yeah, I did
At a
too.
Christmas party where you're greedy Christmas
Yeah.
party. I'm like, what was I thinking? I wasn't thinking.
That being said, the concept I think is just huge, and I believe we're all going through right now. We're like these concepts that we have are no longer concepts, like where they're integrated and they're integrating into our lives. now.
Right.
And so I think this is why this is absolutely perfect.
So the Akashic Records is a dimension of light. We're calling the Akashic Records. And by the way, we are in the Midwest. So that is a very Christian background here. It is the book of life in the Bible. In the Old Testament,
Right.
that's what this is, the book of life. You know, the biblical, maybe you maybe not know, the biblical Bible verse that says God knew you before you were formed in the womb.
yes.
Hello.
Yes.
In Moses, the movie, I just remember as a little girl, Moses or Abraham was like, I think it must have been Moses on the mountain. Strike my name from the record. He's saying to God, because one of his disciples like committed some sin
Yes.
and, you can strike my name from the record. The records are mentioned over and over in the Bible. And in Joshua, I found it says, literally, it says the word meditate. Meditate in the book, and then all your abundance will come. The book, meaning the book of life.
Life.
Hello.
That's fabulous. I had never
Never
put
heard
that
that.
together that way.
Well, it's
But it's
interesting because
true.
I've been asked to speak a lot. I have no idea why. Unity Church has asked me to come and talk. I don't know. So I would always like, well, they really have a Christian
Yes.
Jesus background. So I would always, want to speak their language. So I started, and I knew that the records were the book of life in the Old Testament. So I started looking up all the different where it's mentioned, the book of life in the Bible and the records. So I found that in Joshua. I'm like, oh my God, there it is in black and
Yes.
white in the Bible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Black
How
and white.
Powerful.
And it says the word meditate.
Yeah.
Meditate in the book and you will receive all your abundance. So I'm like, okay.
Book
So
of
that's what the Akashic energy does. It raises your vibration, which we know from Abraham will accelerate your ability to attract that which you want in your life.
Yeah.
So this is, it's a fast track. And, I challenge you, Michael, to do this every day for 30 days. Open your records and meditate in the Akasha energy.
Show me.
And-
Let's go. Show me. We're in the show me state. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Great. So we're
Yeah,
going
I'm ready.
to, and for everyone listening, also just connect with my words. I will say the opening prayer. Connect with the words because they have a vibrational energy, as we talked about. Your name has a vibrational energy, so use your legal name. So as we go into this meditation, I will say your name and say it out loud wherever you're at, your legal name that's on your tax returns. So, because if you are divorced and you haven't changed your name yet, you're still in that energy. of the married name.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just little examples. Okay. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light. My mind just went blank.
It's okay.
And so we do acknowledge the forces of light. Everyone just keep breathing in and out. Wow, you know what? I don't know if we're supposed to do this. Because this is something, I have like ingrained in my brain and it's completely blocked. So, and so we do acknowledge the forces of light. Asking for,
I was getting
knowledge and, what are you getting?
I was getting that message too. It's not supposed to go that deep. You were bringing everyone into the light, and it was like everyone's supposed to sit in this light and just be quiet for a bit. Because it wasn't
so weird.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
Whatever it is absolutely perfect.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
And
it
we,
is.
you're going to edit this silent time out.
Or not.
Yeah. Okay, it's coming. Maybe we're just supposed to get settled.
Mm-hmm.
And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance and healing and knowledge and courage. Courage to know the truth as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. Holy Spirit of light, protect me from all forms of self-centeredness so that I may focus on the work at hand. Help me to know myself. Say your name.
Michael Wade Abney.
Okay, I'm going to change that a little bit. Help me to know Michael Wade.
Wade.
W-A-D-E. Okay.
Yes.
Wade Abney. Okay, I've got that. In the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see Michael Wade Abney through the eyes of the Lords of the Records. And allow me to share what Michael Wade Abney's masters, teachers, and loved ones have for him. And I'm going to go through that 2 more times silently. So just a little awareness that, right, I was getting off track opening the dimension of light, like Marilyn said. But our intention was for me to read Michael's records, so I just got a little excited there. So they're sharing that with me already, that they were stopping me literally. Okay, and I'm going to go through that prayer 2 more times silently to tune in to Michael's records. And Michael, you just stay connected with the energy.
Mm-hmm.
Enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the masters, teachers, and loved ones of Michael Wade Abney have for him. The records are now open. So, Michael, what is the question that you have or that comes to your mind's eye? That you would like support around, or a goal that you would like to manifest?
It's more about, for me, it's more about that inner confidence that you were talking about before. I feel that when I'm in alignment with not starting now, but being in the flow state of creating this podcast, because that's where that came from, a hunch, and then we didn't know what we were doing. Kind of like when you started the magazine, you just knew, and you followed the hunch and you went with it. And now I feel like this is getting ready to go to a global platform, and we've both been conscious of, we're going to kind of hone in here, get our skills going on with what we're doing, learn as much as possible so that we're producing extraordinary value for the planet, and that people hear this when they hear it. But I know it's going to the next, it's leveling up.
Because you're going to start, they're saying, remember, and this is your guides, it's not me. So you're going to amp up and accelerate everything you've learned from Abraham by going into the records every day for 30 days. You're going to raise your vibration, and that is also going to raise the vibration of the podcast.
So
Go ahead.
I hear Abraham. Like, I know Abraham is starting to come through other people, as Abraham's told me this, that Esther's not going to be doing it in that form very much longer, and that she knows that, Abraham knows that. And this whole time, I mean, I remember 10 years ago hearing that they were teachers of teachers, and I know that I'm one of those people. It may not be in the form and how she does it, but I want more of that.
You're going to start channeling through the Akashic energy. So this dimension of light, it will amp up that inner confidence immediately. So they want me to tell you, there's no coincidence, because there's a little questioning in your vibration. There's no coincidence that you called me here. I don't even know if you knew. They're saying you didn't really even know what Stacy was doing or what the Akashic energy was. So it's coming to you, and it will cause a quickening in your vibration. You will connect. You'll continue to connect with Abraham and other masters, teachers, and your loved ones in the Akasha energy. So it's going to increase the messages and the guidance for you, not only to expand the podcast globally, but for your energy to be able to handle it. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
You're going to need this. You're going to need the Akasha energy to maintain the higher vibration that's going to be required for that global expansion.
Because I'm starting to hear how I've always known intuitively. I don't know where it comes from, but one of my gifts is to help people understand this world that have never understood it before, and make it simple and easy, and show people that it's that talk about, and creating a language to share with people, to translate the energetic causality of everything into the physical world. So it's not just some hocus pocus stuff. It's not some like woohoo. It's real, and this is how we were designed, and it's time now to.
They're saying this is the most woo-woo.
What?
This is the most woo-woo.
It
They're
is.
saying. But no. But it's also the most scientific.
Yes. and it's-
Science is woo-woo.
Scientists,
Hello.
yes.
Yes.
And to
They're
lose
saying,
that lie. It's a lie that like talking about
Okay,
all
and
of
they want you to stop there. Okay,
No, it's okay.
I'm only the messenger.
Yes.
It's your lie, Michael.
It's my lie.
As soon as you let go of that vibrational thought that even anyone believes it's a lie, poof,
Gone.
It's gone.
I let that go. Wow.
Okay, because they want me to go into anything that's, if it's in our reality, if it's a belief in our system, if it's a belief in our reality, anyone around us, we are creating it.
Oh my God.
So you just have to clean up your vibration, Michael. That it's a lie. And go to the truth. Stay in the truth, like you've learned from Abraham.
Yeah.
The truth is the purity, the light, the vibrational frequency of universal truth. Oh, we have this recorded. They're like, I'm like, somebody needs to be taking notes. Okay, they said it's recorded, Stacy. Okay. I'm like, ooh, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, someone write it down. Okay, so
My guides
they
are
and then
kinda
they
funny.
want to bring you back to the science. It is
Okay.
science. If you don't, they're
got
like,
it.
it's okay if you want to separate it. So the science is everything is vibrational frequency. E equals mc squared. Einstein had it going on. So everything is mass and form vibrating at different frequencies. This is for your scientific listeners. You get this. So so the chairs we're sitting on are energy vibrating at different frequencies. So that explains that. So another
Yes.
question, Michael.
Well, the kids. So I'm feeling like a ton of stuff is going through me right now, which is fine. But so for this 30 days thing, like, how do I do this?
I'm going to email you the pathway prayer. And
So
you're going to
there's
do
a-
what we just did, but you'll say myself instead of your name. You can say your name, but you'll also just say, help me to know myself in the light of the Akashic Records. Help me to see myself through the eyes of the Lords of the Records. Enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that my masters, teachers, and loved ones have for me. The records are now open. You do that actually 3 times. Sorry,
And then
my
what do I
hands.
do from there?
You
Listen.
sit, listen, allow the Akasha energy to raise your vibration. I would recommend, or they're recommending, a journal and a pen because a lot's going to come through. Your next steps are going to come through with the podcast. Your next person to have on is going to come to you. The next way to bump up the energy of the podcast, the next sponsor, the next funding, the next trip to, I don't know, they're showing you flying around. So
We have talked about that.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, and me personally, I don't like to go too much out into the like a future or asking futuristic questions. So this is another thing that's coming up for me now.
Hold on. Say that again.
I don't-
Why is that? They want to know. Why do you not like to go into the future asking questions? Because that's the key in the Akasha energies, to ask questions to
Okay.
propel you
Okay.
into your future.
Well, because I can clearly see I have a belief that the future makes me angry. I'm to stay now, to stay in the now, to stay present.
Oh, the power of now.
Not only the power of now, but like I something that I know whenever
It's like they're
my,
saying, okay, here's another belief he needs to get rid of.
well, I'm just gonna say it, then you can correct me. Well, I'm open, but I'm being honest right now. So I'm
Yes,
being
absolutely.
truthful that for me, whenever I'm in the future, okay, I'm getting the collapse right now. So there's a distinction between visioning and the nervous energy of living in the future like something's going to happen. Those are two separate things.
Yeah. That's all going to clear up. You're going to clear that up out of your vibration, this anxiety, fear. And it is, they're saying it's a anxiety of not being able to handle your
Power.
big creativity.
It is.
Just a little bit. It's going to clear up really quick, Michael. Just a little. It's really, within a few days of meditating the Akasha energy. And they're working on it now. Obviously, we're putting it out there. We're clearing it up right now. This a bit of anxiety, fear of that it's too big.
Well,
It's too much to be flying around, taking this to other continents, doing live. Oh my gosh. So they're really showing this amazing. You're on stage, you and Marilyn, like a platform, panel, and you're doing the podcast, but you're also, people are going to want to, like, they come and see Abraham live. They're going to want to come and see Michael and Marilyn live while it's being recorded, the podcast. And you have the panel or the people that you're interviewing on those continents. So,
oh my God.
So yes, they're saying, yes, we have this internet, but people still
Want to connect.
People still want the flesh connection.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay, like this is so on point. I am scared of that.
Yeah, they're clearing it out. We're working on that right now.
I'm scared it's going to short circuit me, or is that's the thing that I'm seeing now?
It can if you,
Because
and
it has.
will, and you'll experience a burnout. You have that other experience, and that's because you need to be, interestingly enough, it's kind of a paradox. You need to be grounded, but at the same time, you raise your vibration. So the Akasha energy will support you in raising your vibration, but also you will use it as a tool to stay grounded, to prepare for the next interview, prepare when you fly out to the next continent and that big event. These are going to be hundreds of people in these crowds, Michael. They're saying, witnessing you on you guys are on stage with the microphones, sitting in the panel. Oh my gosh, they're showing me like, whoa, they're showing a reality show now. Like, what are those? I don't watch TV, but they're showing me those things where people come out and there's that panel of experts in entertainment that judge them, and they hit the button. So you guys are going to be doing that. But it's anyway. So it's
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Yes, we do.
So I feel the it's a rush. It's something that I don't allow myself to ponder.
So the Akasha energy for you is going to be calming also. Okay, it's going to raise your vibration, but in that you hear, whoo, I'm going to be flying. But it's going to calm you in order to handle it all.
So is this why meditation is sometimes, I have a love-hate thing with it. So there's sometimes I absolutely love it, can fall right into it. And there's other times it doesn't work. So like when we say meditation, it's such a loaded word with everything that's going on. So I just want to be so clear about, so I say the prayer, right?
The pathway prayer opens a dimension of light
and then
called the
I'm
Akashic
sitting
Records.
in my meditation room, and I just sit there, right? And
We are going to
breathe,
connect with the energy. Are you feeling it now?
like
They
no
want you to
tomorrow.
connect with the energy. So when I said the prayer, did you feel the energy shift?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that's going to be the difference for you.
Okay.
You're going to feel it more. So it will resonate more with you.
Do I need anything else besides just me in that room?
Pen and paper.
Pen and paper,
Your
and that's
journal.
it. That's it, right?
Yep.
For how long?
They're showing you're also going to do this in the green rooms.
Green room, like psych.
Green rooms when you prepare.
Like
For
before the
interviews and-
podcast and stuff.
Don't they call it the green room and you're waiting to go on stage?
Yeah.
We called it the green room
Yeah.
in my head.
What's the moldavite? Is that what the crystal?
Oh, the crystal moldavite?
Am I supposed to have that? Because this came to me, this piece.
Mm-hmm. Of course, because it just came to you while we're in the Akashic energy. They're playing with you.
But is that good for me while I'm speaking? Because I was told not to bring it today.
They're showing you wearing a necklace stone with it when they keep going till it's like Italy or Greece. You guys have this. You're in the stage, then the people are there, and they just
What
now
you don't
have the
know,
necklace on.
what you don't know is that we've not.
Well, they
done
know.
What, I'm sure they do.
Oh,
Yes.
But like you're not conscious of it. But our platforms on this. We use a podcast platform called Libsyn, and we didn't know anything about anything when we were starting this out. We just followed a hunch. So I set this all up, research, and we've only been sharing this inside of Maryland's, like the Peace Place, the different pages that you have. When we created our own, and we sort of just created this community, probably about 300 or 400 people, I would imagine, or maybe more. I don't know. And I know other people share it on their pages, but we are in like 26 countries. There are people subscribing already to the podcast in Italy.
yeah, they're going to be very
Finland,
excited when you come
Nepal,
Yeah.
Ireland, Spain. And I'm having no earthly idea how that they're hearing this.
to visit. Well, they want me to remind you, Michael, that we're inside your soul's blueprint right now. So, of course they know. So, because it's come to you, you've had this experience, these experiences, these ideas, these future desires that cause you a little bit of anxiety, or how was that going to happen? These are your masters, teachers, and loved ones. This is the dimension of light that holds your souls, all your soul's experiences, all past life experiences, what's happening right now, and all of your infinite possibilities. So, of course, it's coming through right now. And they will only give you what you can handle at the time, Michael.
Okay.
It's completely safe. It's a completely safe place to go. It's a place to go to soothe any anxiety.
But
It's a place to go to soothe any fears.
But activating, like I'm 100% on board with the next 30 days, committing to doing this every morning. And I'll follow up my experience by letting people know on our page and ever how that is to keep myself accountable.
Nice.
And, but when you just said that, it was like, I've been waiting for these things to happen when really it's me opening up, and it's in exact measurements to the amount that I can handle.
You also needed this support. You also needed, before launching out there in the airplanes and visiting the continents, you also needed this Akashic energy as support. It's almost like it's going to be a bubble for you whenever you enter it. So it's going to not only give you all the answers you need, but it's going to support you. And it's going to clear up any and all of these fears and anxieties.
Okay. I can see how that's a missing piece. And when I'm in that flow state, I do hear things so uber clear. But it's two steps forward, one step. It's a zigzag thing, and I'm ready for it just to go.
Yeah, it's going to eliminate that because you're going to be in, I keep saying the bubble of the Akasha energy when you meditate in the Akasha energy.
That, though.
Okay, and also I want to share, just this is for you too and everyone listening. They want me to share that. So you say the pathway prayer, and then we'll do the closing prayer. Because it's raising your vibration, when you're not, intentionally in the Akasha energy, you're still going to have these amazing answers. So don't worry if you ask a question one morning, am I to, are we to launch this, platform in Indonesia, wherever? And how are we supposed to do that? Just because it doesn't come in that 20, 30-hour session that morning, you'll have the inspiring and answer, within a day or two. Or
I get that. I get that.
So what else have you been wanting to manifest? They want to help you with one more.
What, Marilyn?
Your real estate
Oh, yeah.
picture that you
Yeah.
see.
I've always, you can relate to being in real estate. There's real estate you could do by yourself or not, but I'm now a broker, and I recently just saw, because I don't want to give up real estate. I actually love it. But there's a part of me that knows I'm supposed to be doing what you just said.
No, again, I'm like, oh, don't kill the messenger. That's a bridge for you.
Okay, well, I'm just going to ask
It's
that.
just been a bridge. It's up to you, Michael. They're saying it's up to you. It's up to you. Oh, God, they're bringing me into it.
Okay, but I need to
They're
know
using
this.
me as an example, too.
This
They're
is the
like,
thing. This is because you know how much energy and time and what you
Yeah.
put into that. But now I am my own broker and I have my own company. Is it possible?
It was a bridge, and it was financial abundance flowing in, and it was funding.
Can I transfer that into somebody? Can I put other people in charge of this company
Oh, absolutely.
and still just take?
Have the revenue stream.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Is this supposed to happen really fast?
As fast as you want it.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
Hallelujah. That's what I've been.
Yeah. And so it, again, the timing is with the support of the Akashic
Okay.
energy and meditation.
But it's
practice.
possible. Because I work.
Of course, it's possible.
I put that in there, and I'm like, that tree's
Yeah,
already
it'll be
sprouted.
a legacy for you, like the magazine's a legacy for me.
Okay, totally get
We
that.
created this. It's still going to exist. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm good.
And the people that are supposed to are capable, they're saying,
Are gonna
the
show
people
up.
that are capable of running it for you, you will attract them.
Yes. Got it. Okay.
And you will. So you're going to, one key element they want me to share, you're going to get these ideas and big ideas. So then what you are going to do in the Akashic energy is align your vibration with that next step possibility, the thing that comes. So right now what has come is, I can go ahead and launch with the podcast and take it global while the real estate company still stays in existence and, creates this revenue stream for you and your employees. So now you want to align with, as I did, I aligned with the perfect new publisher of the magazine. First I aligned with the perfect new buyer. Then I aligned with the perfect new publisher who replaced me. And then she bought it from that buyer. And now she's taken it, it's her divine path now. So now you want to align, you'll use during your meditation, align with the vibrational energy of the new powerhouses you want to run your company.
Yes.
While you are aligning your vibration with the global expansion of the podcast.
Yes. And I've already met one of them.
Okay, great.
Yay. Okay. So I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, great. All right. Yep.
And thank you.
We'll close
Okay.
your records with the closing prayer. We would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. We would like to thank the lords of the Akashic Records for their point of view. And we would like to thank the Holy Spirit of Light for all knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen.
Thank you.
Yay.
Do you you have anything you want to say.
One thing that is coming is if you get in your monkey mind when you're meditating, call on the Lords of the Records for help.
Okay.
And your master teachers, loved ones, and that'll help you get centered again.
Okay.
It happens.
And any kind of grounding exercise before you start, I think, like that central dig, it helps open your crown and your feet.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gets you really centered before you start that. I have her book.
You can do that in the records. I would go ahead
While
and
you're in
open
it?
and do other practices.
Oh,
I do the
lovely.
Ho'oponopono prayer quite often comes to me when I'm in the records, which is
Yes.
connecting with the divine self and clearing energy. So
Beautiful. That's nice.
so you
open
can
it first
combine
and
it
then
with
do
other
it.
practices.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think keep it simple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is when a place I didn't think it was gonna go.
I know. So fun.
Okay. Yeah. Like, so first of all, thank you for sharing your gift.
Yes.
I did not even I knew those things were sort of there in my energy field.
Mm-hmm.
But when life gets going really, really well, which my life is now, even those things still, I was not conscious of that until you started bringing those things up about my true desire. Because honestly, if I was able to just do that and share with the world, it's like, okay, kids, it is wake up time, and
You're supposed to.
Here we go.
It's your divine purpose.
Yeah. In one of our first podcasts, I shared that I don't even know which one it was, but as a kid, the dreams, the one that's
Yes.
aired the week before this one. So that came up, and when I was a kid, I used to always have this dream, like continuously, about there was this hole that opened up, and I just kept cramming people in it over and over and over again. And I looked around, and I would like step into it, and it would go, and that was as a kid. It was so vivid. And we have a podcast that we just did recently, the one that aired the week before this one's airing, that was
Laurel Clark.
talking
About
about
the
dreams and like how that those were not by accident. And
That's another dimension. Our
Yes.
dream life is another
Another
dimension.
dimension of all
I
of
open the
this.
Akashic Records before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I started recording my dreams.
Yes.
Consciously, because it's hard to remember if you don't set an intention. I will remember my dreams.
Yes.
And
then-
now it's easier. I did that for some weeks. It was, and recorded dreams and, had some really powerful breakthroughs.
so I've lost all sense of time, but I know we probably need to wrap this one up.
Yes.
I know this is going to generate a ton of questions. And if you guys are listening out there, please leave us a comment below so that we can get in touch with you, start a conversation about this, that we can keep moving forward. And you got to come back. Will you come back?
I will. I love being on radio, and especially with you two, the Michael and Marilyn show. And then I just want to say, in St. Louis, I'm giving an Akashic Record workshop. Actually, it's near St. Louis in September 29th. When does this air? The workshop.
I don't have
you can
any.
edit this out.
I'm out of time right now.
Yeah,
like
you are.
literally. But
September
it'll be-
29th at Go Yoga Express in Swansea, Illinois. And then I'm in
Actually-
Aspen every summer, end of July.
This will be the 20th,
Okay.
I think. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. 20th.
And then we're going to bring you to the Peace Place soon.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah. I'll
tag-
teach a workshop at the Peace
We'll
Place.
we'll
Marilyn
tag
will
all
give
the-
you those dates.
Yes.
We'll
for sure.
we'll tag all that, put all the information in right underneath this post of this podcast, and I'll also include it in the description so we know how to get in touch with each other. But I thank you so much for today. I thank you guys so much for listening, and Marilyn for being here with me today. And you guys have a wonderful day. Tap into it. Let's go. It's time to wake up, folks.
Everyone has big work to do on the planet.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening, because I did listening and observed this in person. It was fabulous.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.